Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video, and we are talking about the twin flame journey, your twin flame journey, right? And today it's about karmic partners. What is that anyway? Karmic partners, third parties along the twin flame journey. That's a lot of the times a big topic because we tend to name the partner. If our twin flame has a partner, we tend to say that this is a karmic partner, but really a karmic partner can be anyone. It can be like someone at work, it can be someone in the family. What does that mean? What is that on our journeys? And you will have a karmic partner probably as well, or at least you had. I don't know where you're at the moment, right? Whether you have resolved your karmic issues or not. So there is a number of things usually that we are up to learn along the journey, right? This journey is not for nothing. It's not that we could or even would or want to avoid this path. We chose this path, right? And we chose to learn from those karmics, from those third parties. What is there usually to learn? Well, those karmics, sorry, something's itching my nose. Those karmic partners, those third parties, they want to hold us back. They basically tell us, don't raise your frequency, don't raise your vibration, don't go to another place with your consciousness, right? Because we are like moving to a different consciousness. It's like we have different choices on what level of consciousness we want to be, or in what flavor of ourselves we want to tune in, right? Because we are so rich as beings, like everyone is, right? So we always have the choice. Maybe we cannot go there immediately, but basically we have the choice. And what we chose as twin flames is to go to that frequency of union, to that frequency of unconditional love, of peace, of joy, right? It's all the same frequency. It's also the frequency of appreciation. So a lot of people also who want to manifest money, they are up for the same things. They are on a similar journey, right? If they want to attract money, if they want to be open to money, it's the same, more or less. I think that's my perspective, at least, what it means to be open to love, right? That's why for a lot of twin flames, it's not only the partner that's coming in, but also like the mission, or you could work on in your mission and your twin flame will show up, or you could like work on letting love in, opening up to that love, and your path to a fulfilled mission is showing up, right, for you. So it's more or less the same. And those karmic people that basically they're holding on to us for dear life, and they don't want to let go. And they it's not always about a love relationship. It's very often also about people giving us a really hard time and pressing our buttons, like playing with our maybe fear or low self-esteem, or what jealousy, or whatever is like in the lower frequencies that we have not resolved. And first of all, they are there also to show us what needs to go, right? So that we can resolve those issues. It's really like finding gold nuggets when they are pressing your buttons. It's very uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's showing you the exact flavor that you need to look at. Usually it's really the exact feeling that is evoked by those karmics And this exact feeling can then give you a hint what needs to go and what needs to be resolved. And of course, like I could, for example, if you choose to work with me, I can exactly tell you at what age and who was involved in this first time that you felt that feeling, right? And very often it's what we need to know in order to let that go. Yeah. And sometimes we do not even have to know. Yeah, we can just release. So it all depends on where you are and what you need to resolve. Yeah, and and so um, those people, they do not even know that they are helping us in this way. But they are just, it's just energetically, right? They're feeling that we're going somewhere else, and this makes them uncomfortable because things are evolving for them as well, or in whatever way, right? Becoming worse, probably. Yeah, they're going maybe to a lower place because they cannot take from us anymore. And so that's basically, it's the energetic balance. Everything is energy. So those people, they're not doing that consciously. But you, since you're moving to a higher place, you can now do this consciously. You can now say, okay, I see that this is there for a reason. Everything is there for a reason. I choose to look at it. That's the first thing. Even if it's uncomfortable, I choose to look at it. What is that? What's showing up for me? And then, of course, you need the tools, but even intention can do something. You just ask the divine, please clear this specific issue for me. Yeah. And try to just let that energy move through your body. Usually it's something very short, either like coughing. You release it from your central energy channel, right? Something like that. Or you would maybe sigh, or you would maybe burp. There are also clients who do that. And you could also even laugh. And you could, of course, cry, but cry not in the sense that it would be like a very long crying. That's very unusual. But it's really only like being in your observer, and let the energy move. Yeah. So it would be like fairly short. And then the energy is gone, right? The energy has left your system, the energy has left your body, and will not return. Yeah. So if you're feeling energy like moving on like that, so that's wonderful. This means the energy has left your field. And now, of course, you're open for other things, and that's a moment where you should just consciously choose to invite the higher frequencies, yeah, and the higher emotions. So also for you to not go back into lower stuff. So those people, they will of course try for you to go back to lower stuff. They will of course try to press your buttons, and you will feel exactly when they are able to press your buttons. This means there's more work to do, or when you're like not triggered anymore, or less triggered, right? That's also a valuable indicator, because very often we cannot go to being triggered very much to not being triggered at all. Usually it'll just decrease. That's always like success, right? Breakthrough along the way. That's what we want. And the same, of course, with your twin flame. So your twin flame, when your twin flame is triggering you, that means the same thing, means there's work to do. And then this will decrease, and eventually, like whatever your twin flame is doing, you'll know this has nothing to do with you. And if it triggers you, then it has something to do with you and only you, right? So yeah. So but the karmic stuff comes first. Yeah. The karmic stuff comes first. First is those karmic issues. They need to be resolved, and then, or at the same time, it's never one thing after the other, but for sure, when the karmic lessons haven't been learned, or the karmic issues haven't been released, you cannot be in union with your twin flame. So the first thing you will notice when you resolve the things, those karmic things, is that you come in union with yourself. And that's basically the same thing, right? Because you and your twin flame, like, you share one higher consciousness, one higher self. And so it's basically, it's the same, and you will feel that as well, right? And this is all the magic behind letting go of your twin flame and all of those things. That's all that's happening then, right? So you cannot let go of your twin flame before that, right? It's maybe good to know that something like this will happen, because you are your twin flame. So it doesn't make sense, right, to hold on to anything that is you. So it'll come. The only thing you need to do is like do the work, do the inner work, resolve one issue after the other, and the universe, the divine, is going to present you those issues. They are in front of you, right? Whether it is with a karmic, or maybe you don't have any karmics in your life, then those are the triggers that you have with your twin flame. They need to be worked on. And those things need to go, they need to be released, and then you will experience this connection with self. Of course, you can also work consciously on this connection with yourself. This works very well, actually, but it doesn't mean that you can like jump the work. That's not the case, but it will maybe present itself more clearly, more quickly, more obviously, and you will be able to work through that more quickly. So I've created a very simple but very effective meditation for this. There's a link, it's free in the description. You can just click on the link, and within 24 hours or so, I'll send you the meditation, the link for the meditation. It's something that I did along my journey. And wherever you are, even if you are in union and maybe you have difficulties and maybe you're afraid to fall out of union again, that's always something that is going to strengthen you. Yeah, because it puts the emphasis on your relationship with yourself, on your relationship with the divine, reminds you or teaches you to love yourself, and basically that's where everything else is coming from. So you're working on everything if you do that, right? So that's perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you, the messages that wanted to come through today. And of course, there's always more. We need to talk about a lot of things, right? And of course, you find more on my channel. Feel free to subscribe, like, share. And as always, I wish you a beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Bye.